In this video, basically you're going to see what are the OOPS methods, and also you're going to see what exactly is try except method. What is try except error method? So let's begin with the OOPS method. First one is going to be the single inheritance method. So single inheritance method means it will just have one parent and one child. That's it. So let's see what exactly are this parent and child. So first we're going to create a class, and I'm naming this class as P, and then inside the class I'm creating a function named as m1, and inside the parentheses I'm going to give self, and inside the function what we're going to do is I'm going to just print out that this is the parent method. Let's come out, and I'm creating another class outside the class and outside the function, another class named as C that says child method, and then I'm saying def that says function m2, and I'm saying self over here. But what we have to do is near the C over here where we created a class, there you're supposed to put out the P because you want to get it, and then inside the function we're going to print this is the child method. Let's run this. Okay, I didn't call it. So I have to say C1, let's just name it as C1 is equal to C. And then I'm going to say C1 dot, let's say M1. And first let's check if M2 is working. So let me just write M2. Yeah, it's working fine. And then I'm going to say C1 dot M1. Yeah, so it's working absolutely fine. Single inheritance method. So this is how a single inheritance method is. This is going to be the, let me just show you guys. So this is the parent method. When you have a single parent and a single child, this is going to be called as single inheritance method. But when you have you just think you have two parents and one child method like that, these are the OOPS methods. That's a single inheritance method. One is multiple inheritance method, multi-level inheritance method, hierarchical inheritance method. So first one is going to be the single inheritance method. This is the single inheritance method. So now let's see what exactly is multiple inheritance method. So it have two parents and one child. So let's see how is that. So it's going to have two parents. So let me just copy this up. Sorry, let's come here. Let me just do Control Z. And yeah, I'm pasting it up. And I'm naming this as P2. This is going to be M3. So this is going to be these are two parent methods. Let's run this. Okay, so we have to print out M3 also as no. Okay, yeah, so here we are supposed to do like P2. Yeah, so it's gonna print out like this. So now we know what's multiple inheritance method. Let's see what exactly multi-level inheritance method. It's gonna have one parent, one child, and one sub-child inside it. Let's see. Let me just copy the same thing I'm copying. So it's gonna have two childs to say. So this one, let's name this as C. Let's name this as CC. So here you're supposed to just have inside over here, you're gonna put a parenthesis near the C saying that P, and here you're gonna call C. So when you run this, okay, let me just give me a minute. So when you run this, it's gonna say this is a child method, this is a parent method, this is parent2 method. What we'll do is we'll say child. This is going to be a child method, so I'm going to say child, and this is going to be a sub-child method. So this is going to be a sub-child method, so I'm going to say sub-child. So now we go. This is a sub-child method, this is a parent method. Okay, this is going to be a child method. Let's run this. Yeah. So now we know what's multi-level inheritance method. Now let's see what exactly is hierarchical inheritance method. So it's going to have one parent, one child. Okay, it's saying that it's going to have one child and it's going to have one parent and two childs. Let's see how. So let me just copy this up. and paste it up. So it's gonna have one parent and two childs. So what we'll do is, so now you guys might get doubt like why these are all might be the same. No, see this one is gonna be different. So starting you'll feel it's same. Let's just make this as C1, and inside this I'm gonna give P, and this let it be C itself, and inside this also I'm gonna give P. So this is the difference. No attribute called as M3. Okay, yeah, it's not going to have any attribute. Let's run this. Now what we are supposed to do is we're going to come down and say C2 is equal to C. Okay, C1 is going to be C1, and then I'm going to come down and saying C2 dot M1, and it should have C2 dot M3. Let's run this. So what it should have is this is a child, parent, parent, because we have renamed it like that. So what we have to do is you are supposed to say child method. Now run this. You can see. Let's just make this as 3 and this one as 1. Now it's going to give child, parent, child, parent. So this is going to be a single inheritance method. Let's just see the summary what exactly these are. So this is the single inheritance method. In single inheritance method, you'll just have one parent method and one child method like this. And this is going to be the multiple inheritance method. So here you're going to create separately two parents and one child. So this is not this is not going to be same to the child method, because here you have two parent methods, here you have two child methods. In this multi-level inheritance method, you're gonna have a parent, a child, and a sub-child. So now we know the different types, the different OOPS methods. Now let's just see what exactly is this try and accept error method. So let's just do this. Try and accept error method. So here first of all let's create a class. I'll just explain you guys. I'm gonna say class too young. Exception. So here I wrote too young because we are gonna create a horror movie. It's gonna be so horror. So it can be anyone can get a heart attack also. So we are restricting the young people below 18 years people should not see it, and above 60 years people should not see it. So let's create a class first, and inside this class I'm just gonna say pass, and another class saying too old exception, and I'm gonna come down and say pass. There's nothing here. Inside the parentheses except. So inside this you're supposed to put exception inside the parentheses, and let's create another parenthesis here saying exception. And now this is the main, we're gonna say try, and we're gonna say age. So we need to get the age of them. So I'm gonna say age is equal to integer. It should be an integer. We're restricting other than integer, nothing should be. We're saying string is also restricted. So we put integer, and then we're gonna say it's gonna be input. So I'm gonna say input, and I'm gonna say, let's just say enter the customer's age. Yeah, and then let's come down and create a if condition saying if age is going to be smaller than 18, then we're gonna call this too young exception method. So you should not write too young. You're supposed to say raise too young exception, and then else if we're gonna say age is going to be greater than 60, also we're gonna say raise too old exception like this. And now this is completed. We're gonna say else your movie ticket is booked. And let's come down and create a except condition saying except too young. gonna say except too young exception, like this, and then I'm gonna print out sorry you're too young to watch this movie. Yeah, movie. Let's just copy this and do the same for the too old exception. Too young, and there's gonna be too old exception. Sorry, you're too old to watch this movie. I'm gonna say 12. Sorry, you're too young to watch this movie. Now let's just say 18. So your ticket movie is booked. I mean, your movie ticket is booked. And now let's just say 61. Sorry, you're too old to watch this movie. Okay, let's just say 60. Your movie ticket is booked. So here we can add another thing saying else print and enjoy your movie. And we can just say finally print enjoy your day. Okay, let's just say have a nice day. Have a nice day. So let's just say 12 is gonna say sorry you're too young to watch this movie. Have a nice day. So this finally is used when everywhere. Like when you put finally, whatever condition is right, if except is false also it's gonna work. If except is true also it's gonna work. If try is going to be false also it's gonna work. If try is going to be true also it's gonna work. So like that except is else is gonna be like if these two conditions are not there, then it's gonna say else enjoy your movie. So let me just say like this. You're too old to watch this movie. Have a nice day. Your finally is implemented. Now let's say 12 is gonna have the same thing. And now let's say exactly 18. Your movie ticket is booked. Enjoy your movie because these two are not satisfied. It's gonna say enjoy your movie. Have a nice day. So yeah, now we know what exactly is this try and catch error method. And also we know these oops methods. That's great.